Today we're going to review a real dandy. This is a no-name brand single 18650 flashlight. Now this is not an adjustable flashlight, which is what led me to it. I got a little sick a while back of the push-pull tube adjustable flashlights, and I just wanted a simple stick light that had a fixed focal point, and I found this. I've got a couple of them. Unfortunately, most of them are no-name brand. That's a stainless steel light that I'll review later. But let's start with this. Like I said, it's a no-name brand. Runs on a single 18650. It's gold. And you can get these on eBay for about $6 or $7. Now you can still get these. I've had this now for about 3 years. Had no issues out of it. It's a great light. It's honestly built too well for the price. Like, this is a very well built light for the money. So yeah, it's got a Cree XMLT6 natural or soft white emitting LED in there. It's got 5 modes: high, mid, low, strobe, and SOS. On high, you're going to get about 900 lumens, 400 on mid, and 200 on low. Now there is no memory to this light. However, it does always come on the highest setting after about 30 seconds of you turning it off. So I like that. The reflector, it is aluminum, and this is a glass lens. The reflector's set very shallow, so you're going to get about 100 to 125 meters of range out of this. And this is definitely not a thrower. This is more of a floodlight. Now it does have a focal beam, and you'll see it up close because we're not going to do it but about 30 foot away. So you probably will see a beam in the video. But keep in mind, probably about between 60 and 80 meters out, it's going to break up very quickly, but it will go much further than that. It's got a recessed tail cap switch. I really like the way it's designed. It doesn't go all the way around. You got a nice glow-in-the-dark tail cap switch. I'll try and show that in the video, as well as glow-in-the-dark O-rings in the head of the light, and there are some in the rear. Not sure why they did that, because you're not really going to see them because it's covered up, but they do have O-rings in there, and they are glow-in-the-dark O-rings. The lanyard holes, I really like this. This is not something you're just going to be able to put a fishing line size string through. You can put some very thick paracord through here, and that'll hold the light nicely, I think. I think that's about it. Let's talk about the grip. This is a very lightweight flashlight. The aluminum's very thin, but it is what it is. It's made to carry and not take up much space. It's not adjustable. It's just a thin, very lightweight light. But there is a lot of texture here and a lot of space for grip. You're not going to let this go on accident or anything like that. This light does get hot. On its highest setting, after about 5 minutes, you're probably going to want to turn it off. It does get a little hot. There is an issue with the heat sink here. It doesn't really do much because they did slim it down so much. But that's about it. Let's go ahead and dim the lights, and I'll show you what this thing can do. Okay. That wall right there is about 10 foot away. As you can see, the beam in the middle is very big, just at 10 foot. I've got a lot of flashlights that can narrow that beam and down to about 4 inches. This right here is about 36 inches across, so keep that in mind. Also, there's a lot of spill in this light. It's easily covering that wall from side to side, but that's high. There's mid, low, still very bright, very bright. Strobe, extremely bright, and SOS. Okay, let's go back to high. Okay, that wall back there, 30 foot away. Now I think you're going to see what I'm talking about. The beam does break up very quickly, even at 30 foot. You do still kind of have a spot, and the camera's picking that up, but it is already starting to break up. And there's mid, low, strobe, and SOS. And as you can see, this is more than enough to make your way around in the woods, the dark, any kind of situation you can think of. This light can easily take care of it. But let's go back to the desk and wrap this video up. Forgot to mention the tail cap switch. There it is, and there's the glow-in-the-dark O-ring in the front of the light. Doesn't look very bright. It really is, and that was just with the overhead lights on, and that's already been about 45 to 50 seconds since that's been turned off. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I wish this had some kind of name brand on it. It really doesn't. It just says Cree XMLT6 with the little Cree insignia there. Now, Skywolf Eye does make a flashlight that's very similar to this. The only difference is it's adjustable, and it is similar in appearance, but not quite the same light. So I highly recommend this. Here's a seller you can get it from on eBay. Lulu Fang, 1988, and that's a good year, by the way, 1988. The title is Cree XMLT6 5-mode LED mini flashlight, torch 2000 lumen, flashlight 18650 gold. Whew, say that 5 times fast. But yeah, great light for the money. It really is. I think it's undersold a little bit, so I highly recommend it. But this has been my review of, I don't know what it is, but the no brand single 18650 gold flashlight. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions or comments, just let me know.